Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wonderland of Possibilities, where anything is possible and magic is real.
Join Venus Castleberg as she teleports you to the Wonderland of Possibilities, where we explore consciousness from the inside out to create a different world, where problems are possibilities and your point of view really does create your reality.
Who says things have to go in order? Oh, if you have ever watched my stuff, you know that I crack myself up. So I find myself very funny. And what a better way to start today's topic with a little bit of light-hearted humor. Because I know so many people come to death conversations with so much significance. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not cold and unfeeling towards what you might be faced with. I, however, know that there's so much more beyond it. Hi, Christina. Welcome. So let's just talk about it for a couple minutes, and then we will dive into a little bit of a guided visualization for yourself. But I'm going to share some stories for me. So when I was 30, I became a clairvoyant medium pretty much overnight. Some of you know the story. And for those of you who don't know what a medium is, a medium sees dead people. You know, kind of like the movie The Sixth Sense. Did you ever see The Sixth Sense? So The Sixth Sense is essentially, in the movie anyway, is being able to see the spirit realm, being able to see dead people. And I, first of all, did not want this gift at all. I didn't see it as a gift. It was not something that was fun for me. I didn't want to be seen as the crazy lady. However, who cares now if I'm seen as the crazy lady? You could see me as a crazy lady. I don't care. So, but what I realized later in life, not at the time that was very traumatic and hard for me to swallow. But then what I realized over time was it gave me a sense of ease and peace with death that many people might struggle with. And many people do struggle with it. Because like when my grandmother died, she came to visit. You know, I got to see her after. When my stepdad died, when he showed up for me, my stepdad was 80 when he died, and he looked older, right? He was 80. So, but when he came to me as a spirit, he had red hair, he looked really young and vibrant, but I had never seen him that way. And then when they started showing pictures of his life at his funeral, a picture popped up of him with red hair. He had white hair for me. Like the whole time I knew him, he had white hair. So, because he came into my life later in life. So when I had that confirmation of, wow, this really is my stepdad, and he showed up younger, so that I'd have that confirmation when I saw a picture I'd never seen of him before, right? So death of the body, and I'm going to use that as an example today, but there's lots of different types of death. You can have a death of a relationship, a death of a business. You can go bankrupt and lose all your money, right? All of that is death. Winter time is death, right? So wintertime is death as an example, but death of the body is, it doesn't matter what the death is not the end. Death is merely the gateway to a new beginning. Now, it might not feel like it in the moment, especially if you're somebody who's losing somebody or has lost somebody you really care about from the physical form. And there is something beyond that. So, before I forget to mention it, because I often do, if you really are curious about this topic, I have a class coming up on Friday this week, June 2nd, called Beyond Death. And we will be diving into that way, way more than this little snippet I gave you today. So if you're curious at all, or you want to be brave enough to choose it, I dare you to choose it. We'll drop the link in the comments so you can check it out if you want to find out more about it. And Christina says, are we really choosing life if we are not willing to die? If we are afraid of death? That's a good point. And there's another way of looking at that too. Are you waiting to die, or are you dying to live? I wonder what you will choose. So with that, we'll just do a little guided visualization to help us see the forest through the trees. Lowering your walls and barriers, as long as you're not driving, closing your eyes. And take the deepest barriers down, even the ones you don't know about. Awesome. And when we have the walls and barriers, especially on this topic of death, or we could even say endings, where something is ending, we tend to contract and withdraw and pull in. I'm going to invite you to a different possibility today. What if instead of contracting and pulling in, you expanded out 100,000 miles in all directions? When you expand out 100,000 miles in all directions, become aware of how much death is happening, as well as birth and new beginnings. Perceive the bugs that are dying on the windshields. Perceive the animals that are dying in the forest. Perceive the fish that are getting caught in a net. And then begin to see the billions of salmon or fish eggs that hatch every year. See the new flower budding. See the seeds sprouting. Perceive and know, as the body dies, there is something that lies beyond. The body dies, the soul does not die. The being does not die. The being can choose to go get another body or go do something else. Right? And the physical body dies and goes back to the earth. whether it's cremated or buried in dirt or even embalmed to last forever. It still is buried in the earth or put in a there's burial walls that you can, some people are buried in, right? But essentially it goes under the earth or behind brick and concrete. It goes back to the earth. And the being goes and does something else. Just allow that knowing to rest in your body. That no matter what is happening out there, even if it seems dark or sad or like it's an end, there is always a new beginning happening simultaneously somewhere in the universe, somewhere on this earth. And just breathe that knowledge in and relax. Breathe that knowing in and relax. I wonder what it would create if we saw every ending, every death as a new beginning. As the new possibilities arise. Letting go of the need to hold on to the past and seeing a bright new future in front of us. What is the beauty underneath? What is the gift underneath? If we can get back past the idea that there's ever really truly loss, what is gained? And breathing that in. And letting go of control. and relax. Relax and receive the gift of every ending, every death. Inviting in all the new beginnings. And relax and receive and relax and know. And relax and perceive. Taking another deep breath in. Allowing yourself to gently come back to the moment. And I wonder how much more ease you can have with death and endings. And again, if you'd like to join us, it would be so fun to have you in Beyond Death on Friday. We'll post it in the comments. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for you. Have a magical day.